20 miles to the west, and you and everyone you know are dead.
Let's get ready to rumble!
If I'm running onto this ball, trying to take the space, whenever a striker has the ball, I always have to know where my goal is, because that is what I'm trying to keep my frame in front of at all times to stop them from shooting, and then I can work from there and push them to the outside. So even if I'm starting here and I see that this person has taken and has an angle, my first is to get here and then to break that down. That is what we're working on. I'm getting a hand to them at that point. We're getting these nice shuffle steps in to step 2 and to make sure that my frame is under my body. I want to keep my feet under my frame. My frame is fully engaged, up on my toes, knees are bent, core is tight. I'm getting a hand to them. So now once I'm able to touch them, my next engagement is to keep my hand strong and to push across their body. Why am I trying to push across their body? Because if I can get my hand across their body, I can step through and take control of this ball. If they don't allow me to step through and they move while I'm here, I'm still gonna body up and run with them. And that'll allow me to engage them to the outside. I keep contact, I never let them go. And we're moving now to exactly where I want them to go. I didn't give away this shot, I stayed in front and I ran them to the outside. If I don't do that, let's say that I'm running in and I do everything else right. I get in, but I give them space, I never touch them. And they start trying to dance me around, I'm gonna have to flip my hips to try to keep up with that player. But all that does is exhaust us. So if we take this space, do not give this last 2 yards to this player. Get on them, touch them, and then get across to that outside shoulder and run them to the outside or dispossess them if they give you the opportunity. If we take the space, we take the ball. That is defending at its best. If you add this into your training 3 times a week, cutting down angles and understanding what you are trying to work on whenever you're engaging with someone with the ball, then it's going to benefit you tremendously. We want to make sure that we're getting in and we're getting all the way to this ball, so that way I can get a hand and then try to dispossess. If I can touch that outside shoulder and I can get through with my knee, strong knee driven, then I'm going to take this ball. That's the first step. So we just over and over again, even if you're coming in here and you get close, boom. 1, 2, 3, 4. Once I've gotten to this position and my hand is in place, I'm touching, I've taken the proper frame and positioning to win this ball. If the striker starts dancing around with it, our only job after that is to be patient, but be menacing. What do I mean by this? I am going to keep my frame close to theirs. I'm going to keep my hand on them. I'm working to take the ball away, but I'm never coming in and swiping. We want to make sure that if they show the ball, that we give a good jab and we send that thing away. Just over and over again, just being menacing, constantly menacing. If it's going to be too much to try and get that frame, get our hip between them and the ball, then we just want to take it away from them quickly. We want to slow the play up, make it as difficult as possible, re-engage, do it again. Yes, if they show it for too long, we want to dispossess them. We want to take control of the ball. But our main goal is just slowing them down and making it difficult. And the mindset you have to have is just be menacing. Just be such a problem for this person. You do not have to take the ball away from them. You do not have to foul them. Just don't give them any space. Just stay right on top of them. If they start to move, you run with them. If they try to cut back in, keep your frame between you and goal at all times. You're just never letting them back where they want to go. And if you always know where goal is, you always know where this player wants to go. We're never giving that. I'll let you dance outside all day. You're never coming back to this goal. It's not going to happen. So step 2 is making sure that we're staying right in front of this player. We have our arm across and we are just being menacing. We're jabbing at the ball. We're keeping our frame close to theirs in front of the ball. We're taking away their options. We're giving them the one that we'll give them, which is always outside to the line. We will run them to the line. We are never letting them flip back in. As soon as this person tries to, if they're here and then they try to come back here, Yes, we can stay in front, and then we're always frame forward. I want to make sure that they can't come back through me. My foot aligned with wherever that ball they try to play it, I can get a foot in front of it, or I can kick it away from them, or I can jab through the ball. That's all we're trying to do repeatedly, over and over and over again. Your only goal in step 2 is making it difficult for them and making them turn around. If I have my hand here and I am working towards that ball, they're going to feel that pressure and they're gonna try and turn away from you. They're gonna try and control this ball. And that's all that I want you to do. If you can make them turn around and stay on them, keep your arms outside, even if it's to this back shoulder. If you have that there, you're naturally in a position where your arm is up against their back and you are making sure that they can't turn. I don't need you to try to run around and cut and take that ball. All I need you to do is just keep them there. Just keep them there. And then if they pass off, don't let them run by you alone. Just stay with them. You can release, you can step back with them, taking away any of these passing angles. Keep your eye out, know what's going on around you. That is all that we need right there. You did your job. They were coming at you, they were trying to go to goal. You turned them around. That is perfect.